Hello everyone, welcome back to our game. This is still turn 2 and it's time for the Soviet Impulse. I think it's Soviet Impulse number 5, not mistaken. And we will begin by drawing 2 cards. 1, 2, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, more than 4 cards, yeah. So these one is okay. Now, okay, that's easy. Primary card, it's preferred, so it goes into the command card, and this is the auxiliary card. And let's check the event on the auxiliary card. 6 activate events. No, so this card doesn't have an event that could happen on this turn. This is turn 2. The events are turn 5, turn 6. So it will stay there and serve as battle tactic, or Soviets may get another command in the course of this impulse. Okay, we'll see what happens. So it's the 69th Army, and yes, there is an event, the command delay event, which could be played during turn 2, but we check the commands as in the order they are written in the card. So first one, activate all units in army. So let's go and activate the 69th Army. And yes, this activation is going to happen because it is there are non-isolated on-map units of the 69th. There are no 69th units in the reserve box, so yeah, that's the units on the map. So let's go find them. Okay, this is where the 69th Army is right now, and their last activation was a huge success. They took Belgorod with the help, of course, of the 40th reinforced battle event, got them into Belgorod, and yeah, they also surrounded my Corps Rouse units there. Well, nothing can be done about it. So it's these 4 units that will be activated, and yeah, and we'll have to check about objective relocation, the Voronezh front objective relocation. But oh, that's 5 units. So there are 2 units here. So yeah. Okay, so we can see, yeah, that's all of them. I hope I'm not forgetting someone. I should have also put a marker here. Let me, well, I'll fix it if they vacate the hex, but let me put it right beside the map here, so as not to forget it. Okay, so objective relocation, it's again the Voronezh front, so I don't think anything has changed. I mean, the objective here is German occupied. There is a German unit there, it's in the town of Zmiev, and okay, is adjacent, any unit in active front is adjacent to German occupied markers hex. No, the unit adjacent to Zmiev is this unit. It's from the southwest front, so again, it would need to be from the Voronezh front. One of these units, maybe in their next activation, will move next to it, and we will move it. But right now it stays where it is. So yeah, we can concentrate on the 69th Army and its units. So first of all, yeah, it's movement methods, and so let's see what we've got. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yes, I think we've got a nice better view here. So okay, let's see what the movement methods have. First of all, it's movement method Number one, take VP hex, and no, I don't think it's happening. I mean, there are Chuguev and Zmiev and Kharkov are all occupied, and nothing is. Well, the closest hex is way down, way west, as the map is down in this sense, but all these are just infantry units, and there's no chance of they're more than 5-6 hexes away. So no, even if mechanized, I doubt. I mean, the closest one would be this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, the closest one is 9 hexes away, so not happening. So okay, movement method 2, ascending order, adjacent to German VP hex and the near objective. Okay, as I've said, the objective is right there in the end, so any movement in this direction would bring them closer to their objective, and adjustment to German VP hex. Okay, German VP hexes right now are, of course, Kharkov, Chuguev, and Zmiev, and it's ascending order, but I don't think they can reach a hex adjacent to the. I mean, let's not forget that we've got zones of control, and if you see the zone of control of my units, it starts here and it goes here, 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 and goes all the way to this hex here. So yeah, it would have to, they can't pass through here, so they would have to reach this hex in Kharkov. Yeah, you can barely see it, and as you can imagine, it's not happening. But let's check the first. Okay, this is the first one, 10. It's the closest, so it would be what, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and stop. I mean, 10 there's zone control, or 4 here, and it would stop. So no way it can reach Kharkov, let alone Chuguev or Zmiev. They simply don't have enough movement points. Even if it went for Chuguev, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and the other units are too far away, I'm afraid, to reach any German hex. Okay, maybe this one to Chuguev. Let's see. Yeah, it would be able to get here, but it would be what, it's 1, it's 2, it's 3, and then 1 to cross the river, 4 and 2 to enter the woods. It would be 6, and it's only got 4 movement points. So yeah, this hex is not reached, but it could go 1, 2, 3, and 4, but it's not adjacent to German VP hex. It's near objective, but not adjacent to German VP hex. So movement method 2, no, it's not giving us anything. Yeah, yes. Number 3, okay, supply lines turn 3 onwards. We don't examine this. And then methods 4 to 9, it's for non-spearhead units. 69th Army is not spearhead, so we will examine these. Okay, first cause surround, it's descending order, and cause surround, yeah. Okay, these units here, I mean, they're not, we would have to get a unit, no, yeah, we would have to get a unit here to have a chance of surrounding any unit, or here, something like that. These hexes, no, are controlled. Let's say there's no way any Soviet unit can right now control this hex, so yeah, no chance of surrounding by just 1 unit. So any other unit that could check? No. Okay, but there is, let's see, there is a unit. Okay, I mean, let's take them in order. Okay, this one cannot cause surround to any German unit. I mean, this unit is already surrounded, so do not be causing surround. This unit the same, can't reach any other unit. This unit again is already surrounded. these units no, it's descending, sorry. This unit now, it's already causing surrounded, and let me see if it's even allowed to move. I mean, the play rate, I can't see if already causing surround, but not adjusting. No, it causes surround, it is adjacent. Okay, let me check this quickly. Okay, number 4, cause surround, move to hex. A unit already causing surround, but not adjacent. No, moves adjacent is possible, so nothing happens. Well, in theory, this means that this unit could, number 12 selector, this unit here could move to another hex and cause surround, but 923 would prevent it from doing so. So but the rules don't say that it doesn't move or anything, so we'll keep checking, including it in our checks. So, and again, of course, unit 11 and unit 10 can't cause surround. Okay, number 5, descending order again to Soviet VP hex, move to empty or garrison Soviet VP hex targeted for active front to which a German unit is proximate. Again, no empty. I mean, the closest empty valid empty hex would be all the way here, up here where we started. Well, it's not even reachable by these units, it's too far away, and it's not proximate to any German unit. I mean, there are zones of control, Soviet zones of control everywhere. Well, yeah, there is a little gap further north, but again, there is not a German unit that could exploit it. And here, when if you look at yes, there is zone of control from here to here, so no German unit. These units are surrounded, and yeah, the units further away can't even reach it, even if it wasn't for zones of control. So no. Okay, there is okay, there are two clauses, two parts in this movement method. This is the first part for any Soviet unit, but there is also a second part that is specific to infantry units, and says that if unable to move to an unoccupied Soviet VP hex, okay, move to VP hex occupied only by Soviet armored units regardless of German proximity or supply trace. Okay, so number 40, yeah, we've got such a situation here, and yes, in Volchansk, yes, there is Volchansk here, there is only armor unit. The method doesn't specify anything about front, active front, or whatever, active army. It's the same front, whatever. And yeah, I remember Grant has asked something along these lines on BGG, and John Butterfield, the designer, replied that the purpose of the second part is to free up armored units to do something better, to advance actually, and that way it's less restrictive. This second part, it refers only to infantry units, and it's not as restrictive as the first part. So it says Soviet infantry unit, and I think I can see a situation where this would apply. If unable to move to an unoccupied, yes, we're unable to move to unoccupied, move to VP hex occupied only by Soviet armor units. Yes, that would qualify, regardless of German proximity. Yeah, and or supply trace. Yeah, well, supply can be traced here, but it's irrelevant. So an infantry unit starting in VP hex stacked with only armor units that does not move by this or any subsequent methods. Well, we don't have this situation right now, but okay, it's about descending order. So descending number 14 selector first. Could it reach a full chance? Could have to go not through the goods. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, through the goods it will be just 2 3, no, for 2 into 4, no, it can't reach this hex. But next one checking is number 13, and this one can and will reach Volchansk. So this one moves to Volchansk, and it is stacked only with Soviet armor, marked it as moved. So yeah, okay, that's I think this is the first or just the second time I apply this movement method. Okay, well, anyway, now again number 12, even if it could, well, it could reach it, but it's not only armor. There is already an infantry unit, wouldn't move because of 923, and these units are both infantry units, so yeah, they have a chance to move. Actually, we can't mark them as not moving just yet. Okay, so number 6, movement method 6, ascending order, move to hex adjacent to a German VP hex targeted for the active front. Okay, ascending order, that would call us to reach Chuguev or Zmiev or Kharkov, or even down here Valky, but again they don't have enough movement points, and so ascending and unit starting here, it would only reach 1, 2, 3, 4 at best, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and it would stop out, it would run out of movement points. They can't reach here, can't reach this hex. It would require what this hex, it's too many points. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 2, the good 9 movement points. Yeah, no, it's not happening. So yeah, the same goes for number 11, and let's check number 12. Again, it can't reach, even if it could, it wouldn't. 923 again, it would cause and surround. And number 14, adjustment to Germany BP hex. Yeah, that's way too far. No, not checking. Okay, number 7, descending order, adjustment to German unit in logistics hex, and no, Chuguev and Zmiev are not next, but not, and Kharkov is not a logistic hex. These hexes here, I mean, the light is not very good. Yeah, is this better? Yeah, you can see these hexes, and yeah, they go down here, but there are no no, this is not, this is let me try and, yeah, well, not too much better, but okay. Bottom line, no German units in logistics hex, so that was movement method number 7. And again, movement method number 8, adjustment to German units. It's descending order, so yes, this is one. Move to an occupied hex that is adjacent to German unit and not adjacent to a Soviet unit adjacent to that same year German unit. And I don't think this is happening, because I don't think it can reach any of these hexes. It will go 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 2, 4, no. Only chances if it goes 1, 3 here, or 1, 2, 3, 4 here. These two hexes are the only ones that it can reach, but each of these hexes is they're both unoccupied, but each of them is adjacent to a unit, the German unit adjacent to the same German unit. This is adjacent to the 69th Army, this is adjacent to the 40th Army. So I mean, what about 925? No, well, in order to use 925, a unit first has to be able to move to a hex, that is, and the method doesn't allow it to move to such a hex, because it clearly, the requirement of the method is to move to a unit not adjacent to a Soviet unit, adjacent to the same German unit. So before taking 925, you have to satisfy the requirement. Of course, then you can break the requirement by 925, but you have to satisfy it in the first place in order to do so. And there's the last paragraph of it. Soviet unit, a unit starting a hex satisfying this movement methods, okay, like this one, yeah, this one is satisfying, does not move by this or any subsequent methods. So this unit will be marked as, I will mark it as such, no, yes, I'll mark first as such, not being checked, but not checking by any other methods, but we have to check now 925 for this. Maybe 925 would give us a better hex, which will not, and I explain to you why it would not. I mean, the unit could reach 2 break zone across here, it could reach also this hex, and it could go, no, it could not go, couldn't reach this hex because it would be 3 to break a zone of control, and a break zone of goods, it would be 3, and then you need 2 to get into goods, so it can't do this. So it could go here, it could go also 2, 3, 4, no, it's between these two hexes for 925. But if let's say 925 give us this hex, okay, then these units would be yes, these units would be unsurrounded, because this hex wouldn't be in as well as this hex wouldn't be in Soviet zones of control. I mean, these are the Soviet zones of control here, this is here, this hex is also, but these two wouldn't be in Soviet zone of control. The unit would become unsurrounded. This is strictly prohibited by 923, because 925 does not break the restrictions of 923. So yeah, this unit will not move by any subsequent method, doesn't move at all, it stays where it is by movement method 8, last paragraph. So next we check it's movement method 8, we check number 11, yeah, it's descending descending order. So next, adjustment to German unit unoccupied hex, adjustment to German unit, not adjustment to the same German unit, and I think this unit can reach actually it can reach both these hexes, so let me count them. So it's infantry, it's 4, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it can get here. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it can reach this one or this one, but I guess 925 will say as where to go. And could it reach? No, it can't reach this one. Yeah. Could it reach this one? I think yes, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, or 3, 4. It can go here. It would be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's these. I mean, it's any of these 4 hexes that would get him adjacent to German unit, and no other Soviet unit, of course, is adjacent. So yeah, it's free move here, but let's see which one would be the preferred hex adjacent to the most German units. I mean, yeah, they're both 1 units. We can't get him here because the zone of control is here, and it, oh well, it doesn't have enough movement points, does it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it couldn't. In case get here. Okay, a German unit to which no Soviet unit is adjacent. No, both are good. The closest German unit, that's interesting, closest in terms of hexes, I suppose. So here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, come on. Okay, and yeah, that's it. And then a unit starting a hex satisfying, yeah, as number 12 was Yes, so what now? Tiebreakers, of course. Sorry, forgot about the tiebreaker, because before moving by 925 we first have to choose between these possibilities. Okay, 925. Prefer. Okay, closest to the unit objective marker if in play. So yeah, the objective marker is here, Voronezh front. So okay, this hex would be 1 2 3 4 5. This hex would be 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, okay, this hex is 1 2 3 4 5, and again I think this one would be 1 2 3 4 5. Come on, you've got to be kidding me. Not a breaker here. Okay, an empty hex. Okay, all four of them are empty. The hex furthest in the compass direction indicated on the objective marker if in play, and yes, it's west, and west is down as we look at the map. So yes, it's going to be this hex. Come on. Okay, so it's 1 2 3 and 4, and now it's time for 925. It could remain here or adjust to this, and let's see what 925. I don't think it would give us something, because okay, I mean, we could have checked 925 first and then tiebreakers, but it's okay. A hex within the Soviet operation limit. Okay, everything is a hex that would cause the German unit to become surrounded. No. A hex in Soviet support. Everything is in a hex not adjusting to Soviet, or not occupied by a Soviet unit, or adjacent to Soviet unit adjacent to the same German unit. I mean, this is a lone unit here, so that's not an empty or garrisoned hex. All these hexes, both hexes are empty, and the hex not occupied by an active unit. So yeah, it would be back to tiebreakers, and tiebreakers would be, yeah, further west. So that's it. Okay, again, now number 10. I think it's going to be easier, because yes, it's going to be easier because we have to have eliminated one of the units. I mean, it can't consider this unit, because it can't move. I would have to move here or here, not reaching any of these hexes. This would be adjacent, so it's can't execute the movement. And yeah, so I think this is the only unit we would be considering. So it would be again 1 2 3 and 4, and again it could reach this hex too. So we would go to 925. It wouldn't give us anything, and tiebreakers would be the further west. So yeah, I think it will get here, but just let me run through 925 one more time just to be certain. I mean, you never know. Okay, operational limit, okay. Surround, no chance of that. Soviet support everywhere, not adjacent to Soviet unit, none of these are. Empty, both are empty, not occupied by an active unit. Okay, so then we would go to tiebreakers. Tiebreakers would be closest to the front objective. I mean, both are 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and then it would be empty hex, both are empty. Hex furthest in the compass direction, okay, indicating the objective, so that would be west. So this is the hex, and yes, this concludes this method 8. Yes, and method 9, no, it's garrisons. We don't have to deal with garrisons. And what it's movement method 10, and yeah, it's for the unit up there. Let's move. Yes, that's the unit up there, and so 9 doesn't apply. It's therefore onward, so it would be follow movement arrows. Yeah, and I think it can, because and no secondary arrows here, so it would be 1 2 here, no chance of control, 3 here, and now it could have a choice. It could go either here 4 by the primary or the secondary, here 4. So let's check for tiebreakers. Let's leave it here. And tiebreakers, okay, that ends in an unoccupied hex. Okay, both are unoccupied, ends furthest in hexes from the moves starting hex, which was this one. Yes, so this is 1. If it goes here, it would be 1 2 3 4. Okay, if it goes here, it would be 1 2 3. So yeah, that's our tiebreaker here. This is by 1, furthest from the starting hex, so we tiebreak here. So yeah, let me check this again. Yes, unoccupied B ends furthest in hexes from the moves starting hex. So yeah, that's the first tiebreak that apply. It gives us this hex. So yeah, if it goes this, it would be 925 again, but no, it's not adjusting. So this concludes our movement. We don't have to check any other method because all units have moved or are instructed not to move. So attack checks are ascending order, and okay, this is 3. This is the first one, isn't it? Yes, it's 10. Select 10. It's 3 against 4 plus 1 for the improved position. It's 3 against 5. It's less than 1 to 1. So this attack is not happening. Again, this one 11. Now we have to check. So this is 3 against 2. Defender adjustment, supply defender adjustment. So it's 3 by 3. So it's what? It's 1 to 1. So we will have to check what now. It's need to be the tactical value. Okay, the card is what is it? 2. Okay, let me just get this here. The card is a 2, and then okay, let's run through the modifiers. Let me see. Okay, situation strength 2 or 1 or better, it's not. Artillery barrage, no, not applied. Hexes in support, yeah, that's everything is support. Turn 1 to 4, that's 3. Only Soviet units have armor, none have armor. If any attacking units are surrounded, no. If flanking will apply, or the defender would be surrounded and unable to trace supply, no, that's not either. Target has a EVP value of 2, no, target is not a VP. If the attack is in Soviet supported, all tactics in the auxiliary card apply, no. I mean, even if it did. And less than 4 cards, no. So yeah, it's a 3. I mean, we would need a 7, so no chance of this happening. Actually, couldn't see this happening. So again, no, this attack is not happening. And yeah, the last attack, maybe this one has better chances up here. Okay, let's see, it's 3 against 3, but it's not 3 against 3. It's, well, it's 1 to 1, but all Soviet units, all German units, sorry, are dispersed, so it's 3-2. It's 1.5 to 1 actually, but yeah, again, it's attack check. Okay, it's I don't think it will happen either, but let's check. It's 2 for the card and no artillery barrage. It's not 2 to 1, it's 1.5 to 1 best. The attack is supported, yes, so that's a 3. Only Soviets have armor, no. Attacking units are not surrounded. Flanking will apply, no, but the defender is already surrounded and unable to trace supply because of the surround. So yeah, that would be a 4. and then let's see, target is a VP, no it's not, the attack is in Soviet support, it is, and all combat acting, no auxiliary, so no, that leaves a 4, and less than 4 cards, no, so that's a 4, and this attack won't go ahead either. So yeah, let me get these back, and this concludes this part, and then we would have to check for what I mean, of course this unit can't, sorry, I should have put it like this, but yeah, this unit has nothing to attack. All these units have moved. This is the only unit that has moved or attacked. Let's check a quick check for removal to reserves, but I can't see this happening because yeah, it doesn't surround, right? So yeah, let's just run a quick check. Okay, the unit didn't move or attack this activation. It is adjacent to a German unit. Supply can be traced from the unit hex. The unit was not placed on the map from the reserve in this activation, and yeah, removal of the unit would not cause another Soviet unit to become nearly surrounded or unable to trace supply. No. Okay, if in a hex in the operational limit, I mean everything is in the operation limit right now, removal of the unit would not cause a surrounded German unit to become unsurrounded. There you have it. So we're not meeting the requirements for removal. So yeah, I think that's it actually. Yeah. So yes, okay. So this has finished. It goes to the discard, and now there is an auxiliary card, and it moves here, and it becomes the command card, and then now the Soviets are going to get a second command in the same impulse. Technically, I think I'm right. Well, feel free to to set me right if I'm wrong. But technically, it's still the same impulse, just a second command they get to execute in the same impulse.